Hey guys, recently Wendy and I got a chance to head out to Loveland, Colorado to our first ever Overland Expo Mountain show. It was an absolute blast, rubbing elbows with a few YouTube content creators, seeing you guys, talking to vendors, enjoying good food, and just enjoying the beautiful outdoors of Colorado. If you've never attended an Overland Expo and you're a camper, you're missing out. They run 4 of these shows, one in Arizona, one in the Pacific Northwest, Colorado, and then Virginia in the fall. They're an absolute blast. They take like-minded individuals who are into off-roading, off-grid camping lifestyle, and bring them all together in one area. There's so much to see and so much to do. It will take you at least 2 days, if not the third day, to see all the vendors. So one of our first stops is to stop by and see what's new from Hiker Trailer.
All right, I'm here with Robbie, the
Hey, guys.
hiker. So I see in this one, it has the Goal Zero.
Yes.
Is it totally powered by that?
That's correct. So this one we opted not to put a battery on because a lot of folks either already have their own power station or are opting to move to that route. Because the nice thing about power stations is you don't have to use it just for your trailer. Especially with Goal Zero, they have their home integration kit. So if you have a power outage, you can power a couple breakers out in your house. But on this trailer here, we're running everything on it: the max fan, all the LED lights, the cabin lighting. I don't think there's a whole lot of accessories on this trailer, but everything runs off of the carport, 12 volts, 10 amps.
So
That's
you just
more
have
than
this
enough.
plug and play.
Just a simple little pigtail, just right here. Plug and
Nice.
play, and then you just got to make sure your kill switch is on, and then that'll power anything in the trailer.
So what size power bank would you recommend?
It really depends on what you're doing with it. The Goal Zeros are really nice because you can kind of get in at any price point. The most popular model for our trailers is probably going to be their 1500X, which is 1500 watt hours roughly. So that's comparable probably to somewhere between our 60 amp hour and our lithium. It's kind of right in that range depending on what you're running and all of that. But the nice thing about the power stations is they have larger inverters. We only do the 600 watt inverter right now for a CPAP or something very small. The 1500 is a 2000 watt inverter. So bigger heaters, Keurig machines, all those heavy power things, instead of tripping off a small inverter, you can use one of those.
So on day one, we had a meetup around noon at the Hiker Trailer booth with some friends of the channel. We absolutely had a blast sharing stories and talking about the small camper lifestyle. While we were there, we happened to run into none other than Drew from Playing with Sticks YouTube channel. It was an absolute great interview and fun time.
Matt, look who we just ran into.
Oh, who is that?
Who are you?
Who is that?
My name's Drew. You may have ran across one of our videos. I'm with Playing with Sticks. I say it like it's an organization. It's my wife, 2 kids. We take out small camper trailers throughout the country. We started in Alaska. Now we're kind of doing the lower 48 and basically just helping people decide if this camper is right for them or they should be just going back to traditional camping or a rooftop tent or whatever.
And you're now getting to be known about your 3 pros and 3 cons.
Yeah, I'm a 3 pro, 3 con guy, I guess.
So
Yeah.
what's your 3 pros for this expo that we've been to?
I haven't been here long enough, but just intense size. Like, size-wise, you can't get through this in a day. It's like going to Disney World. You wouldn't make it. Bathrooms. I'm a big
We
fan
haven't
of
found one
bathrooms.
yet.
Oh, I've been running into them outhouses.
Well, yes.
Outhouses, I
We've
love
been
outhouses.
Back and forth, we haven't run into any yet.
And the fact that it's not windy this year. So last year, I watched videos of this. Wind was like ripping through. People couldn't keep awnings down. 3 cons. I would say, like, too much stuff. It's overload,
No, it is
right?
definitely overload,
Like,
yes.
by the end of the day, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to need to be icing my wounds from
Yes.
walking around this thing.
Yep.
And that's
And
not-
it's hot.
Yeah, it's very hot. It's hot. So I would say people like Matt and Wendy are doing you a service by you just watching this from the seat of your
Yeah,
couch.
Yes.
You don't really need to get out here.
We're
I think,
suffering for you right
yes,
now.
exactly. I think for trailers, you need to get in one in person, see
Yes.
them.
Well, it's great to run into you and to
Yeah,
see you.
nice meeting you guys.
So, yeah,
we
definitely.
point so many people to you guys. You guys are
Appreciate
like
that.
the authority of the square drop.
Tell me about your awning you got here.
Yeah, so this is the Free Spirit Recreation 270 awning, and it's pretty fantastic. We're really excited about this. We just released it not too long ago, and essentially what we went for is kind of the lightest weight design on the market. This thing only weighs like 37 pounds when it's all, you know, said and done. We do that by eliminating a lot of the weight, you know, in the frames and everything. But it's still extremely rugged. So in the wind, you're not going to have any problems in anything. It just takes it all, because it's not super heavy, it's not articulating super hard in the wind, so it doesn't break itself. You know, it just kind of like flops around, and you know, you're pretty good. And if you need to stake it out, there are stake points and everything.
For rain, there's ways to make rain gutters and that type of thing.
Yeah, we got this as well, which is our kickstand.
Oh.
And this thing just pops right up, and all the rain just kind of goes off.
Yeah.
We've also made an annex room for this thing, which is just massive. It's like a living room, so you can like come in and have like cots and everything over here and set it up however you want. You know, have the whole kitchen section in the back. But yeah, it's a phenomenal awning. We're super excited about it.
How much does something like this go for?
So this one's $12.50.
Okay.
So
it's a little bit more insulated.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's crazy. So we haven't even released this yet. This is like new for 2023. Yeah, we're calling it Hub V2, and essentially what it is it's an entire, you know, hub system that can be used year round. So a lot of the issues is, you know, when they don't have these screen doors, they can get really, really hot. But if you don't have like some kind of material to keep you warm, then you're kind of like using it only part of the seasons.
Yep.
So with this tent, you know, we've got an entire screen, you know, mesh system, but we've also got it's very similar to our tents over here, which is there's poly cotton in here. So it's 150 denier on each side. So if you roll all those down, it gets toasty. And so you can camp just about any time.
Fall, winter time, you could use it as an extra shelter.
Right. We also got a new attachment that's going to be coming out that attaches to the back, like your Jeep, your truck, camper shell, anything like that.
Into it.
So it just goes right in, and then the extra door is kind of over here. So.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, there's just tons of room.
Full extra door. Huh. Nice.
You can easily fit a picnic table in here.
LED lights come up with it. You can kind of position them however you want.
Sure. I like that.
Nice. So this is going to be new for 2023?
Yep.
The second YouTuber we ran into is Matt from Ozark Overland. If you're not following him, he has some amazing adventures, has some really sweet built-out rigs. It's totally worth a follow. We'll put it down in the description. Our next stop was to the Step 22 booth. If you've followed my channel for any amount of time, you know I'm a huge fan.
So the Pangolin tool roll actually starts as a tool bag. I think the easiest way to carry your tools is a tool bag, but you want to stay organized, so the way to do that is like a wrench roll and tool pouches. So in rolling out the Pangolin here, we basically incorporate that bag with the wrench roll and tool pouches. So starting on this end, you've got the wrench roll here for your wrenches. This is actually my tool kit. So for me, I put my hex keys. If you got smaller wrenches, that could go here. And we made the wrench slots a little bit wider, so even your larger ratcheting wrenches will fit. On the back of the wrench roll, there is a hook strip, so you could attach this to the main roll. I think the easiest way to use the wrench roll is off to the side, so we include that loop strip. The pouch on the end is sewn in. That one's going to stay there. The next 3 slots are modular. If you wanted to add another wrench roll, or you use your wrench roll somewhere else, you could add another tool pouch. Or if you need to just take some tools with you, you can just remove one of these and go off with it. The idea for the tool bag, really, that the roll goes into, is that when you're out on the trails or wherever you are and you need to use it, any of the tools that you're using go in and out of that. Now you're not losing stuff in the dirt or mud or wherever it is. And when you're done, all your tools are in one place. If you haven't put them in the pouches, you grab them, put them back in here. Now, if you are working at the house or your shop or someplace where you're not on a trail and you're not worried about losing tools, and this is actually getting in the way, you roll it up. There's a G-hook on the red webbing and a piece of web here that the G-hook locks onto. Now that stores that out of the way. Now the 2 handles for the bags, one of them's rolled up on the inside, one of them's on the back side. As a bag, the handle works in this direction. We added a second piece of webbing and bar tacked it. So now this handle works either direction. And we added a 3rd handle, so you don't have to roll it back up into a bag if you need to go from this side of the shop to the other, or from my rig to your rig.
Nice.
You can do that quickly. Then when you're all done, you grab that wrench roll, come back up. The easiest thing to do is roll it to the end instead of rolling it into the bag. Bring the bag onto the roll. Flip it. Now you're back to that tool bag. Now you got a little bit of slack here. We've got a piece of hardware where if you pull the small tab, that takes the tension off the cord, and if you pull the cord at the same time, the extra tension comes loose, you drop that in there. And then on the front side, if you're working on small jobs and you need a tool to measure, we've got a weatherproof, tear-proof, waterproof, paper printed thing, and a conversion chart on the back side. So as you use our wrenches, standard, metric, depending, we bought a rig, then we bought things that are, not matching set, you've got that. And then you put your information in there. If you happen to lose your tools, if someone honest finds them, you're gonna get them back. Then when you're ready to use it, it's just pulling the small tab out, that releases the tension and pulls the cord back through, and you're ready to start again.
Cool.
So that's the Pangolin tool roll.
Nice.
For the visors, we turned it horizontal. Usually visors, everything goes in straight up and down, but what happens is when you drop your visor, everything wants to fall out. So we turn it this way. Now you put your items in from the side, they're not going to fall out. And because it's constantly adjustable, as you change your flashlight or your knife or your glasses or your Bluetooth, this can change in real time. Using that Velcro one wrap, hook and loop, you can lock items in. So and if you had something that wanted to fall out, now it's not going to fall out. You create two mountains here out of these two rows. You add additional one wrap, now you got more room to store more stuff. If you have an item that doesn't want to slide in easily, you could take the one wrap and stick it on the inside. Now you create a smooth channel.
After seeing Adam's demonstration, I was sold. I purchased one on the spot, review coming soon. We also ran into Brad from TrailRecon. He has an amazing rig and amazing setup. Him and his wife travel the country and have some amazing adventures. We'll put his information down in the description. We've been using Gazelle products for several years now, whether it was using it as a changing room, extra sleeping area, insect protection, picnic table protection. Gazelle's got you covered. Let's see what's new for this year.
A relatively new product to Gazelle. It's the G6 Deluxe. It's the same size as our standard G6, but it's got some added features. One of the things that we've done is if you're in a situation where there's no bugs and all you're trying to get is some shelter, you can open up the screens here to get yourself more ventilation, keep your nice and cool. The other thing is if you're in a situation where weather comes up and you quickly, all the wind panels are integrated. You just untie them there and they zipper in place, so it's quick deployment of the wind panels. Other features, there's a second D-shaped door that's really good for people who use it with campers or RVs. They can butt the main entrance up against their main door, walk in and have a second place to exit if they need to. The other feature is that the front wind panel doubles as an awning. So it expands your space, so you've got more space to use it. Just a great product for us. We've been doing very well. How long have you been? People seem to really like it.
Okay. So poles and stakes and ropes all come with it?
Yep. It comes with all-terrain stakes. Comes with all your poles for the awning, as well as it's got support poles on the front door to give you more structure to that front door.
Okay.
It makes it easier to enter and to load things in.
Okay.
This one here just launched last Friday. This is our T3 tandem. It takes our T3X tent and doubles the size by including a secondary convertible screen room off the front. So you can use that convertible screen room. You can use it during the day to hang out with, get out of the sun, and then at night the panels zip down so you have an additional sleeping area.
Okay.
Great for kids, or if you're traveling with pets, another area to keep them. The divider inside separates and it zips shut, so you can keep it as two separate rooms or leave it open and have a clear pathway through.
Nice.
It's got the D-shaped door here on the back, and then on the front you've got a larger door for loading in. So it's similar to our T4 Plus. The difference is it's a little more compact. It's about 5 inches shorter in length on the pack size. So it gives you a little bit more room for other things in your travels. So
how tall is this one?
This one here, our standard T4 Plus is 78 inches to the center, or 6'6".
Okay.
This one is 68 inches, or 5'8" inside. So plenty enough room to move around, but you've like I said, the benefit to it is the pack size.
Okay.
So when it is packed down, how long is the bag?
59 inches. Yeah. So it's 12 by 12 by 59.
Nice.
And all the walls look like everything's integrated.
Everything's
There's no,
integrated. Yep, all your wind panels all zipper in place. So when you close down at night, you just zipper it all tight, and you've got a secondary sleeping area.
Okay, cool, nice.
We got to check out this really cool retroed ambulance. It was an amazing build. The next thing on my list was to check out a good jerry can.
Hi there, I'm Sebastian with Lifesaver. So here we've got the Lifesaver Jerry Can. It's a 5 gallon capacity heavy duty jerry can. This is a water purifier, so it allows you to take water from a creek, a river, a lake, a pond, wherever, and turn that into clean drinkable water just like you would have at home. So the way it works is you just want to unscrew the pump housing, you fill it up with dirty water, place your pump. Then on the other side, got a nice little tap, and here you have your municipal grade water purifying membrane. So this will do 5,000 gallons or 20,000 liters approximately through a lifespan, and it'll take out everything from bacteria, parasites, and the secret one, viruses. Not a lot of other products will be able to get those virus claims. The jerry can itself is a roto-molded plastic heavy-duty container. It's made similar to like those Yeti or Orca coolers that you'll see, really heavy-duty, and it'll fit in a standard jerry can rack. It does to use it, you just pump it 5-6 times, turn on the tap, and you'll get about a gallon a minute flow rate. And once we've got something what's called fail-safe technology. So once the filter has reached maximum capacity, you don't need to be counting all those filters, all those gallons you've run through. Once it's done, and you won't be getting dirty water out of it. If it's coming out of the jerry can, it's clean. Nice. So yeah, that's the Lifesaver Jerry Can. We're super stoked to be showing it at Overland Expo, and you can get them at REI, Bass Pro, Amazon, or your local Overland shop.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
So one of the things Wendy was really looking for was a good pillow. We use our regular pillows from home, but then use a secondary to prop our heads up. She was looking for a good quality pillow for taking an afternoon nap.
Moderate lofted memory foam camp pillow. It is super comfortable.
Right now we take our home pillow, put it in, then take it out.
Yeah, it gets like kind of, yeah, exactly. No, this one's like great for camping for that. So, because like like the camp pillows that are out there that are like air, like not that comfortable. Yeah. Right.
With a memory foam inner liner and a awesome washable cover, this just might be our next camp mattress.
Our memory foam down here for like support and point relief, and then this is like a viscoelastic memory foam, which is that plush, soft memory foam that you're feeling. All of it comes with a washable cover. And yeah, the stretch nylon twill is awesome. We actually use the same material in our dog bed because it just like wipes off dirt and hair like really well. So.
I think, is it good? Call you with your mouth full again.
Like normal. Yes.
What do you think of the show so far?
It's overwhelming. There's so much stuff here, but it's been pretty cool.
Good.
So after having a great gyro sandwich from one of the food vendors, we are on the hunt for a good shovel. So whether it's digging a cat hole or getting yourself unstuck, a good compact shovel comes in handy.
If you want to deploy it, you pull the pin, and these pins are tight. You want it tight for a reason because when you're digging, you don't want it to flop. So you open that up, make sure the holes align, and then that's your push right in. Over there, over there, and they're good to go.
All right, talk to you guys. Bye.
So the other nice thing about that, it can also be deployed as a hoe. And 90 degrees, yep. And every man needs a hoe.
Remember what you were doing? Yes. I missed you. You were just out of frame.
So right, see, again, make sure it lines up, and then you just jiggle the, that goes right in. Now you have a hoe.
Looks like too much work to me.
Well, when you're stuck, you'll be glad you have it.
And it saves a lot of space. That's a big thing.
Exactly. So here's the problem with most full-size shovel, they take up so much room.
Yep.
This one deploys, there's a secret to it. I gotta show you the secret. What's the secret? Well, the secret is, this goes down first, Your mat goes in the ground.
Okay.
Just gotta open up, boom, and then boom.
Nice system.
Yeah. And then you pull the pin. Boom. Hi, Rosie. Gotta make sure it's lined up. There you go.
What's this one run?
This one is $2.99. Same shovel, $1.99. But steel, just heavier. It's the exact same. And some people like the heavier steel.
Stands this show apart from any other kind of camping show is it's really based towards the four-wheel drive, off-grid camping lifestyle. Some of the crazy, over-the-top builds were absolutely unique and fun just to look at. This rig here you see was $350,000. Some of the creativity, like these Lego head propane tanks, were absolutely amazing. A category that's really exploded over the last couple of years is the 12-volt refrigerators. One that caught our eye was made by Truma.
Truma originated in Germany. We came over here in the United States in 2014, which we brought our AquaGo. As you can see on the outside, we got our refrigerator coolers. We got 8 different sizes. You can set the temperature anywhere from -8 up to 50 degrees.
Do you have any that are like two-sided?
We have some that are multiple compartments. That you can set both compartments at the same temperature, or one or the other. Use them. I throw stuff on it. You notice the corners are reinforced, where some of the other products out there, if you dent a corner, you have to replace the whole outside panel. So we got corner protectors on it. Runs on 1, 10, and 12 volt.
Okay.
If you have them both plugged in, it's going to take whatever's available and most efficient for it.
Oh.
So it can do them simultaneously?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are on 12 volt in your vehicle and you have it plugged in and you forget to shut it off, it's going to regulate with the battery. So as the battery gets lower, it's going to throttle down, and then it's going to shut itself off before we run the battery out of power. So
Nice.
Nothing worse than
Yes.
got the doors on. You can take these doors off and move them either side. So you just take it off.
Nice.
Nice.
So we got a dual zone. This is real popular. One of our popular ones is this one over here. And the reason this is popular, this is a dual zone.
Oh, interesting.
So you can set them up, freezer, refrigerator. But the other nice deal about it is you can take this divider out and make it a single
So it's all
zone.
one. Okay.
So if you catch that large fish, you have a place to put it. You know,
I like that.
I really like to lie about what I catch, so I don't want to ever bring it home. So,
And the bag adds insulation value then?
adds insulation value. You know,
Protection.
if it was like in the back of a Jeep or something and you're four-wheeling, if the sun was shining, you could stick your hand on the cover and really notice a huge difference. Just helps it be more efficient.
Right.
Do you know what a trucker's hitch is? How about a half hitch? When it comes to tying knots and ropes, it can be really cool, and there's some neat products out there that have taken the place of having to remember all those knots. Check out this cool product from a company I've been buying from for a while, from RollerCam.
Okay, this here is our rope roller. So, really versatile. You unhook it, pull the rope all the way through it so this carries individually. Tie a knot,
Oh, wait, did you give me your credit card?
push it
Okay,
through,
that's what we need.
push the rope through,
Okay.
and there you
Oh,
go.
you gave me cash. That's right. Sorry.
Tighten it up.
I'm still
Use it
getting
however
used
you'd
to
like
it.
off canopies,
I'm like, wait,
in
here we go.
your
Cash in. Okay,
cargo,
perfect.
sleeping bags, backpacks, etc.
Nice. Thank you.
You bet.
Second purchase of the day was 5 rope rollers. When you can't remember how to tie the knot, this is the next best thing.
So we just got back from day 1 of Overland West. It was pretty awesome.
It was. It was a little bit tiring. More than a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very tiring. But it was
So
good.
we got to see some of you guys, which was great. And we got to shout out a special person dropped off a little goodie bag for us,
Thank
which
you,
was
Lynn.
nice.
We got some smoked almonds, some cheese, and some brats. So should make for a good dinner tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you did, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Stay tuned for part 2 as we visit Overland Expo Mountain.
Go ahead.